Will I be putting myself in danger?
If this mission was the least bit dangerous, you really are the last man we'd send.
Make sure you wear it while you're in Moscow.
What does this do? Shoot poison darts?
This movie fell victim to sort of COVID scheduling and had its release rescheduled several times. Obviously, many worse things happened because of COVID, but I'm kind of wondering what it was like to watch the date sort of bounce around, and how did it sort of contribute to your feeling of uncertainty that we've all been going through?
You know what? It was one of the many things, as you rightly say, there were worse things happening. I also work in theatre. There were just endless shows being moved around, but it was sort of frustrating, you know, because I love this movie. We went to Sundance over a year ago, and I just wanted to get it out. But I'm thrilled, really, that our distributors, sort of backed holding out to when we could get it into movie theatres, because it's a cinematic thing. And as much as I love watching movies on streamers, I'm really pleased that it is actually going to be out there for people to see in movie theaters.
I've been wondering, you know, when people have a little more time on their hands, if they make more tweaks. Like, I know the film, when it originally screened at Sundance, was called Ironbark, and now it's called The Courier. Like, are there little things that you changed?
Only the title. We had a really thorough post-production period before Sundance. We sort of completed post-production in July of 2019. It's all a blur. I had to think about that. And we premiered in Sundance. But what happened in the end was that the research was sort of done on the movie title. And interestingly, I couldn't get anyone to remember the title. Like, when I said to people, it was originally called Ironbark, I'm doing this film, they go, oh yeah, what's it called? And whilst the Courier is a sort of more generic title, actually it does describe really well, I think, what the sort of central character is doing.
As a viewer, what do you like? What makes a spy story satisfying to you? Like, there is a bit of familiarity to them. Like, we can, you know, Google what's going to happen and figure out. But like, we still love them, you know. Like, we still love spy stories. What do you love about them?
Well, I don't really like them often. I've got to be honest. I'm not a big fan of the genre. And what I like about this movie is it sort of extends the genre, because it's a much more emotional movie. It's got much more sort of heart. It's about relationships. It's about sacrifice, and it's about sort of someone going through a massive transformation. What I loved about this was it took the sort of inherent sort of tension that there is in a spy movie between public and private, if you like, between, you know, the secrecy that is inherent in that genre, and sort of gave us something extra. But I have watched a lot before I was making this, and I admire a lot of them, but they don't really sort of move me. But I think it is that thing about secrecy and intrigue that always sort of keeps an audience hooked.